Let's talk again about diamonds. Diamond Standard, www.diamondstandard.co. So remember, with Diamond Standard, what they do is they package together groups of diamonds so that each unit, each group has the same value as the next group. All right. So for example, here I have two diamond bars, and these have the same market value, the same street value, if you will. And why? Because they're different diamonds, but the combination of diamonds added together is the same as the next one and the next one and the next one. So the bars all have the same value, the coins all have the same value. Let's talk about the security features of these diamonds. Very impressive what they've done. The first thing I wanted to point out was that the diamonds are poured into acrylic. This is not a hollow case. It is not hollow. It is solid plastic resin. The idea here is that somebody would not be able to open this thing up and swap out diamonds. There's nothing to open. It's a solid block of plastic resin. It feels really interesting in the hand. It's kind of cool. And one of the ways you can know that this is indeed solid acrylic is there's occasionally you get a little tiny bubble in there. This so the case is tamper evident. It's not tamper proof. Somebody could tamper with it, mess with it, but you would know it. I mean, it would be extremely obvious. They would not be able to get a diamond out, put in a new one, and refabricate this without you knowing. Here, using my big diamond prop again. So this area here, this flat surface, is called the table of the diamond. And when you inspect a diamond, looking for any imperfections in a diamond, this is most commonly done through the table. You can kind of look and see inside the diamond. What they've done with these plastic molded cases is the table of the diamonds is near this surface. There is some plastic between the diamond and the outside of the case, but it's much less than, it's not nearly as thick. So what this does is this allows good optical characteristics for inspection. For example, here I have my 10x lens, and you can inspect the individual diamonds and look, and you can see inside them because you're looking in through that table on top. And the plastic is clear, and there's not much of it between you and the diamond. Now, when you buy one of these coins or bars, it's kind of assumed that you're going to keep them as they are intact here. But, there is the possibility that you may want to get the diamonds out of here and put them into productive use them in jewelry and such. Can you imagine? These are some really nice sized diamonds. That makes some really nice jewelry right there. Well, how do you get these things out? I believe it's mineral spirits, but it's on the website. You can take this and soak it in, a quart of, I believe it's mineral spirits, and overnight, and the next morning, the diamonds will be sitting in the bottom of the liquid, all separated and just fine, and then you can retrieve the diamonds. You're not going to destroy the diamonds by getting them out of this case, unless, of course, you're trying to use pliers or something like that. Every diamond coin and every diamond bar is given a unique serial number. It's a combination of letters and numbers, 6 digits long, and it's on the back here. And so you can access information about this diamond bar or about this one or about that one by using that 6 digit code. So there's actually several ways to do it. So one is you can go to the Diamond Standard website and type in this 6 digit code, and it will retrieve and pull up information about your diamond bar or your diamond coin. Or you can, if you had the software on your phone, you could do scanning. Now, in a Brinks storage in Delaware, for doing inventory of these things and such, they probably have it set up and they just scan, 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 and it, brings the serial number into the software. But yeah, for those of us at home, we may not use the NFC reader that much, at least at this point in time. And then the third thing you can do here is there is a barcode on the back here. So you can use your camera on your smartphone and it detects the barcode and it pops up and says, hey, do you want to go to this web page? And you say yes, and it takes you to the same web page on Diamond Standard's website as if you had gone there and typed in the number yourself. Now, also inside these, you have a chip, an NFC type chip. It has 8K of memory. That's 8,000 characters of memory. And so characteristics about this diamond bar are stored in that memory and can be accessed with the right software. Now, I took my smartphone and just scanned these, and indeed it reads the basic information on the chip. But the software, I did not have any special software to access the other characteristics of it. But nonetheless, you can read that chip and gather information about it. Another security feature I love is that every one of these diamonds is certified. So depending on the size of the diamond and such as to which certifying agency does it, but they're all certified and you can access the report, the detailed, fairly detailed report about each one of the diamonds in your bar or in your coin. So this is another feature so you can know that your coin has the value in the diamonds that you think it does. You can access those reports and then compare it to the diamonds. So for example, if you have one with a certain width across the top, you can actually measure these and compare it. And with these larger diamonds, the report will actually have an inspection report if there's any impurities inside the diamond. You know, their little personality. All the diamonds are slightly different. That information will be contained in that certification report, and you can go and use this lens, and you can actually find those same impurities, and you can verify that you have the diamonds that you think you have. Another security feature that Diamond Standard uses is the record keeping for ownership of these coins and bars is actually in the Hedera distributed ledger technology. It's like a cousin to blockchain. The advantage to that is that you're not relying on Diamond Standard for the record keeping of who owns what. That is actually in the distributed and copied in many, many places. The next security feature is these diamonds are randomly placed inside of this. Now, not completely random because they don't want them super close together or super close to the edge. So it's randomized, let's say. So there's a randomized pattern. Now, if you'll notice, these two are different. There's a diamond there, there's a diamond there, there's a diamond there, there's not one there. Well, what if I rotate this? Well, there's one there, but not there. Okay, so they're different. So each one of these coins and bars, the layout of the diamonds is different. If someone were to fabricate one of these or disassemble it and replace the expensive diamonds with something fake and try to reassemble it, what are the odds that they would get this exactly the same? You can access a photograph of your bar or your coin and see the layout of those things, and it better match what you've got. Now, there's another feature here that has been nicknamed the purple dots. So I'm going to try to get a good camera thing of this. Don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but there's little purple dots here sprinkled throughout. Again, a randomized pattern, not completely random because you don't want any purple dots blocking the view of the diamonds. But in the white space, there's a randomized pattern of the purple dots. Well, that's got to match too. So again, if someone were to fabricate one of these with fake diamonds in it, my goodness, there's so many steps they have to go through here in order to be able to make one that would imitate one of these actual production bars or coins. The purple dots, by the way, officially are called tag ants. Tag ants. Another security feature is separation of duties. Diamond Standard has the software that picks the individual diamonds that will go in a coin or in a bar to make sure they all have the same value in the street. But another company actually fabricates these coins and bars and assembles them and puts them together and all that. So if someone were to commit fraud at that level, it would be that much harder because you'd have to do collusion across um, a few more people, and the quality assurance process, the coin and the bar would not pass at the end of that because the diamonds wouldn't be right and all that stuff. When you put all these features together, it's virtually impossible, statistically super remote that someone would be able to successfully fabricate a fake Diamond Standard coin or bar and be able to pass it off as being real. There are so many different things that would have to come together and be done perfectly in order to prevent detection of the fraud. Well, I have peace about the process they're using for making sure each coin and bar have the same value as the next one. I have peace about that. I have a lot of comfort about these security features that I've talked about today. So as for me and my family, we are accumulating diamonds. And by the time you see this, these will be in the vault. Have a great day. God loves you. Peace.